Greetings, everybody. This is Archangel Macintosh, aka Mikael Yis-RoyAl. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. It's been quite a while since I made a video because I've been going through my own specific challenges and ups and downs lately because of the conditions that are intensifying in our world today. Due to the frequency manipulations that are increasing in our world today, and for our lack of diligence and cleaning up our planet and cleaning up the nasty frequencies that are left around this planet that are contaminating our own energy and consciousness. Well, due to that and because of all of that happening, I've also been being challenged by this mass contamination of non-positive energy and frequency manipulation and pacification and all this stuff, where these people are being pacified to just wait and sit and get comfortable while the earth in our home is dirty and filthy and need to be proactively clean in many variety of ways. You see? So, because of that, I've just pretty much been stacking up information, just been researching, studying my culture, my history, and things like that. I've also been working on this new website, which is the Spiritually Sovereign and Indigenous Creditors of Mother Earth. If you break it down, you can just call it Spiritually Sovereign, me, Indigenous Creditors of Mother Earth, and it's a tribe, school, and community. This is going to be my way of helping out the world and bring the solution that we've been needing, because it's not just about the negative things going on, and nor is it just about the positive things going on. It's actually about both, because they coexist, and it's obvious, and this has been proved. Positive energy definitely exists and negative energy definitely exists, and once we become aware of that and find a balance between that and find the middle path, then we can be realigned with the one, which is everything all in one, both halves reuniting, all the tribes of Israel, all 12, and all the tribes of the planet and the universes uniting under one and becoming one verse and one harmony again. So this is pretty much where we're heading. This is where enlightenment is that middle path, becoming one with everything and realizing that everything contradicts, and at the same time there's still one path within that contradiction, and once again it's that middle path, So in today's video, I'm just going to be showing you a piece. Well, I'm going to be reading this to you guys because I find it important, but most of this information I will be selling. Once I publish this, you guys will be able to have access to this page as well, and I'll teach you from the basic steps all the way up to the advanced steps, how to become sovereign, how to remember why you're indigenous, to remember why you're sovereign, to free yourself from the ego, to spiritually know who you are, to become enlightened, to become one with yourself, to become one with the nature, to become one with spirit, consciousness, intelligence, and pretty much your ultimate power. And that was why I came up with the whole idea, spiritually sovereign and indigenous creditors of Mother Earth. Because that's what we are. We are creditors of Mother Earth. And we're not sovereign bodies. We're not sovereign meat packs walking around with an earthly ego. We are spiritually sovereign. We have a divine identity as well, a divine ego. And that is where our sovereignty comes from, because we're in the image and mirror version of our Creator. We're literally the reflection of our Creator and the reflections of His thoughts. And therefore, we have the same powers only because we exist within its mind, where all His power is at. So, pretty much, let me go ahead and begin reading it, because it might be a little bit lengthy. And I'm going to read a few of these things to you guys, but some of them I'm going to have to charge you guys, because once again, we're still living in this financial system. And if you're not going to work to make this money, you're selling your own unique gift for your own unique talent, your own unique service, building your own business and things like that to make that money. Just as if you were working at McDonald's. I'd rather not do that. And if people need help and you really want to become enlightened and you really want to know who you are and set yourself free, then you wouldn't mind spending the money to know what you need to know, because this is like ultimate truth. This is what's going to set you free forever. This ain't just a product that you buy and then it wears out eventually and you can't generate the feeling for it again and you can't enjoy it again. This is something that lasts forever. It's forever enjoyable. That's the only bad part to it, is because it's forever enjoyable. Your eye begins to open and you see everything for what it is, and life pretty much is never the same again. You see? So this is the ultimate goal. There's a couple of things in here that I need to fix. I'm not going to do that here, but as I speak, you will hear me say certain words differently than how I have it written here, because this ain't complete, but I find it very important to put out right now, because people need to know what are the supreme laws of life. What are the supremacy laws of life? What is the divine covenant we have with the Most High? Yawahashi, Yahweh. What is that divine commitment that we have made to the spirit that gave us life and flesh that keeps us alive? All right, let's go ahead and read that. The laws that govern everything that is and everything that will always be is called natural law, common law, organic law, inherent law, original law, and universal, also known as spiritual law. These originally common, natural and organic, universal, supreme laws of the Most High, the highest honorable self, Yahweh, are permanent, primal, foundational, and eternal. No matter what planet you go to or country you boat to, natural law, common law, organic law, inherent law, original law, and universal spiritual law remains consistently the same. The way each being, thing, animal, alien, plant, person, and etc. use this power, truth, and energy is unique to their specific identity, motives, and intent. This means that you can use this powerful knowledge for good, and you can use this for bad. The universe do not comprehend the words humans call good and bad. The universe, unisong, uniharmony, responds to frequencies, vibrations, tones, mind, sound, light, intent, deliberacy, repetition, feelings, thoughts, passion, visions, consistency, power, action, belief, love, faith, prayer, and knowledge. These are the Most High, the highest self, Yahweh's tools and its servants. These are our tools and servants. We are in the image of our Creator. This is universally known by every culture, and it is spoken of in every scripture and essence of the universe, as well as on our sacred grounds on Mother Earth. For example, Stonehenge, Egyptian pyramids, Mayan pyramids, Sedona, Arizona, Machu Picchu, and etc. We are all one being, the Most High, the highest self, Yahweh, experiencing its own self, divided into many, through these bodies, our words, and our brain. Let me go ahead and edit that. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and edit that later. Self, individuality, dualism, sides, sections, regions, aloneness, separation, and disconnection is an illusion. Energy cannot be eliminated or destroyed. It can only go in and out of form. Therefore, no form, shape, or condition is permanent. We can shape, form, shift, and transform our intellect. The Creator and His laws are permanent, supreme, timeless, spaceless, distantless, and universal. This is enlightenment. There is no permanent good or permanent bad person, place, tribe, group, deity, thing, or situation. The Creator easily would have not created it, or would have disallowed it from coming into any existence, period. And the Creator and Destroyer would have eradicated it and blacked it out from the face of existence, especially if Prime Creator, Destroyer, Mother, Father decided to demanifest it or eliminate it at divine will. Scriptures and documentations have proved that it, for example, miracles, magic, powers, angels, demons, voodoo, white magic, black magic, and etc. has been done before and can be done again. Complete wipeout of everything, places, cultures, statues, monuments, temples, buildings, nations, squads, species, kings, rulers, princes, queens, Vaticans, religions, peoples, banks, systems, and mundane things, both young and old. The Creator has the power to give them life and destroy it all at once. It is the pen and eraser in one. In other words, I call that the wrath of Yahweh. The wrath of a breach contract with the Most High. G.O.D is a 4-letter word, and B-A-D is a 3-letter word. But where or whose mouth did those words come out from? Who projected it? What are letters, and where did letters originally come from? Whose reference and idea is good and bad based on? For example, you, him, her, us, them, it, or what? What are their true purpose and meaning? And whose suggestions is this answer based on or coming from? What if they titled everything good, forbidden knowledge, evil, bad, and wicked, and everything bad allowed, legal, acceptable, good, positive, peaceful, and righteous? How do you know the answer if you never knew or was never told the truth and difference between the two and fell for it already? In other words, what if love was hate and hate was love and you have been deceived? Where does the words come from, and what was the true intention of that word? What if you no longer cared about correcting yourself or switching sides to save yourself and people? Would you start worshiping Satan and Lucifer instead of good because you already been worshiping it and don't want to look dumb? Or would you keep doing what you have been doing, although you know that you have been deceived and will be punished for it? I'm just saying, ponder these things, because nothing can be validated except what is accepted as truth by a society. The Creator places all things, people, and places here, now, and present for a reason and on purpose, with a full intent, pre-planned and destined to be fulfilled. In other words, you in the Akashic, your Akashic record and blueprint, pardon me, I have to edit this right here. In other words, I'm talking about your Akashic blueprint. Everyone has a divine blueprint. Your life has been mapped out and set out way before you came here. You pre-intended how you were going to live before you came here. That pre-intention is a contract. And this is the first contract and first intent you have set in existence before any other plan, before any other manly thing or man-made thing here on this physical plane. And when you don't remember what that plan is, you are breaking that contract and all hell break loose for you because you're not doing what you came here to do. Hold on, give me 1 sec. Alright. While prophecy has been fulfilled, We are destined to be who we are and do what we do, exactly how we do it, and exactly how we see it. Not everyone is here to love us or hate us or see things our own narrow ways. We are here to share our own experiences and coexist with each other during these contradictive, dualistic, and polarized times. What goes around comes back around. Good can be used for bad, and bad can be used for good. What goes up must come down, and what is down must come up. As above, so below. Everything is a mirror of everything. We are all literally reflections and recycles of one omnipotent creator. And we can use this wisdom, this wise dominance, this wise domain for good, or we can use this wisdom for not good. This is why both evil masters and lords and loving masters and lords can justify what they are saying and doing, because they are both right and they are both wrong. Philosophy can be used for good and or bad, in a good or bad way. Everything is philosophy, ways of living and ways of being. Accepting this universally understood truth or denying it can give you a good or bad result. It depends on how you choose to use this knowledge, this knowledge, or knowing your ledge, knowing your boundaries. Whatever you believe right now will create or destroy your own life, my own life. Thoughts create and or destroy things. The Creator thought about, imagined, visualized, and pondered about us and all that is before we and all that is came to exist here, now, and present. Therefore, we hold its rulership, its rules, ruler, ship, and divine laws like a right and left hand agent of Adonai, the Lord, the Word, the Most High. Imagination, I am magic nation, is everything. Knowledge is power. Knowledge is light. Therefore, the Creator must be light, knowledge, power, and supreme, all above all of its own creation. Pardon me, let me say it one more time. Therefore, the Creator must be light, knowledge, power, and supreme above all of his creations, including us humans. From the macrocosm to the microcosm. Prime Creator and Prime Destroyer, one, is in its own sovereign image. Therefore, we are all powerful, intelligent, creative, deliberate, conscious, and imaginative magicians and conduits for and of the Most High. Hallelujah. Each one of us are working for the Most High, either undercover or explicitly. We have a contract and covenant with the Most High and must honorably abide by it. It's an eternal covenant and promise that shall remain intact forever, eternally, internally, as well as externally. A promise and covenant to support, protect, uphold, and sustain the natural laws of life, existence, nature, people, and divinity. These laws state, do unto others what you want others to do unto you, because you might like it or you might hate it. We mirror each other and how we treat each other by receiving and giving feedback. Treat yourself the ways that you want to be treated. An eye for an eye only leaves everybody eyeless and blind. So walk away now. Judge and you shall be judged. Embrace and accept all peoples and things. Condemn and you shall be condemned. Allow everything and everybody to grow at their own time, at their own pace, through their own way. Do not steal from one another. Share and give unto each other, as you want others to share and give unto you. Do not rob one another. Give, share, and commune with one another peacefully. Do not deceive people and turn them from the light and wisdom, the wise domain of the Most High and Most Supreme. Guide and keep the people and my children safe as you introduce them to me, the Most High. Do not lie. Tell the truth. Do not sleep with another man or woman's husband or wife. If you sleep with another person's husband or wives, they will come after you, hunt you down, and them, and nature will take its course upon you and them. Feel my wrath naturally. These are the words of the Most High, not me. I am a conduit for it. Be careful of what you say out loud and within to yourself. Speak wisely, constructively, and cautiously. Silence is golden. Give peace, and you shall also receive peace. The more you give, the more you shall receive. What you put in is what you will get back, or more. It takes spending energy to make energy. Time and space is a vague figment of the mind and imagination. May I repeat, time and space is a vague figment of the mind and imagination. What you think of the most is what you will see, feel, speak, and attract the most. In the time of war, kill or be killed. In the time of peace, make or break peace. Construct or deconstruct. You are either happy or you are sad. There is a season for every weather, feeling, and thought. Do not worship, bow down to, idolize, or look up to anything, anybody, and or any images of material things and or humans. For example, crosses, snakes, books, physical bodies, idols, deities, statues, crystals, Zeus, etc., and so on. They exist to serve you, not you serving them. They are your slaves. Government is here to serve and protect us, not us serve and protect a tiny government. You, your spirit, soul, and consciousness are God, good, and only God, good. And pardon me, I say it one more time. You, your spirit, soul, and consciousness are God, and God only. Wake up now. You cannot serve more than one you. You cannot serve more than one self-master. You are either your own master, your own government, your own G.O.D. government, governing, overseeing department, your own gold, oil, and diamond, and your own gold, oil, and dollars, and authority of yourself. Unless you are willing to breach your covenant with the Most High by allowing yourself to be under something else's or somebody else's, the most low's control, will, power, dictatorship, and rules. We have free will to give up free will powers, and we have the free will to use our free will powers to remain free and wise. Every single quote, statement, and facts spoken herein today are natural, common, universal, original, and organically inherited laws. These laws are These laws are embedded in each one of our subconscious mind, habitual mind, and daily mentality. This subconscious knowledge and power should and will be brought to your conscious mind so that you can use this power and knowledge to benefit yourself in our universe and world consciously to benefit our planet. Use this knowing consistently in your daily, everyday life, deliberately and consciously. Are you conscious of what I just said? Do you see the deliberacy of why I'm saying it again, consciously? This is first-hand magic. Even if you don't believe me and choose to disagree with these facts I presented you with herein, you are still using the power I am attempting to make you consciously aware of to do so. That is the power. There is no way out and one way in. How it all began, how it will all end, and how it all came to be remains my story. My story. My story began when mystery began. There is no beginning or end to anything. Time and space is an illusion. Once again, time and space is an illusion. Everything is infinite. These facts are universally known by all cultures and all cult natures. These facts are laws and automatically create laws because they dictate, shape, and govern everything that is and everything that we do. The small group of people in secret societies in power knows this wisdom, wise dominance, and use it against you and I every day in the form of what we call magic, mass hypnosis, mind control, and MK Ultra, what I like to call mind killer ultra. They're killing your mind. Magic is imagination, my magic nation. Imagination is magical. Thoughts and visions become worlds of things. Imagination, vision, and thoughts, in other words, deliberate, focused energy, is our everyday tool, power, attractor, and repellent. I rebuke you, Satan. Being able to draw things and energy to you and send them back through your penetrating focused power. Once again, being able to draw things and energy to you and send them back through your penetrating focused power. Yahawashai. The ability to attract and repel, push and pull energy and consciousness in a form of conscious power. There is no good or bad use of it. There is just pure, raw, infinite potential waiting to be used by one polarity or the other. Nikola Tesla, a man that discovered free wireless energy that didn't need wires or batteries to power up, knew this knowledge and adapted it to his projects in order to come up with tons of free alternate current, anti-gravity, etheric energy, and zero-point energy technology, electronics, vessels, weapons, and devices such as flying saucers, things that look like spaceships, and things that don't run on battery, and they can run forever without any wires or any other source other than the air, the oxygen, the energy that's already there. Because we're in a pool, in an ocean of consciousness, in a pool of energy, and because we're drowning in the energy, we can pull and draw energy from this one ocean to put it into a package or a source such as a battery to make energy in the physical form. You see, so all this physical energy we have is just the spiritual being materialized now. It's the spiritual thought of energy and power being materialized. So now you got light bulbs, artificial light. You got all these artificial things now that were primarily spiritual. But now they're not no more. They're here now. The thought of us being here was a spiritual idea. But now we're here. It's physical. So thoughts with actions become things. And he created free energy with this. But this is what they had done once he figured out all this stuff and wanted to give it out to us for free and stuff and help people. He had good intents with this thing. They had killed him and used his knowledge and discoveries to create bad things, when Nikola Tesla's intention was to help the mass have free energy that is already here, but invisible to the physical eyes without the third, aka first spiritual eye, or special glasses. They used his knowledge of free energy to create things such as remote control objects like remote control car, the remote control television, the smart telephones, smart cars, the phones. All that stuff came from this dude. Anti-gravity devices, phones, microwaves, macrowaves, x-rays, lasers, cancer rays, communications device, weather and energy manipulation machines, HAARP, Research Project Bluebeam, frequency manipulation devices, which mean now Satan and these evil knowledgeable people know how to manipulate our frequency. They know these truths, you know, and most of them are reading these things that I write and what us gods write, and then they go use it against us and keep you guys away from it. And after we expose enough, they kill our ass and use our information. You see what I'm saying? So now they know how to manipulate our frequency through devices. And they know how to change the frequency of the food so the food can automatically change our frequency. Because food is frequency. Everything is. You must know this. These are universal laws. They're using it also to make the Vero 666 Mark of the Beast RFID chips, which is a radio frequency identification chip. Nano devices, spacecrafts that look like alien ships, and much more. I swear, life is like the movie Inception, The Matrix, all three parts, and Star Wars, all mixed into one giant futuristic soup in the now. Believe me or not, I do not care. I'm delivering the message. They know the truth now. In other words, criminals know that knowledge is power, and knowledge is bliss. And they strongly intend to keep it away from you, because it threatens their plot to duplicate, scatter, and ununite you from your own consciousness, your own creator, from your own power, from your own earth, sea, sky, land, and your own people. They rather us hurt each other with the power, black and white and all this bullshit when we're all one, instead of using it to work together like Oreos and build a positive and optimistic, brave world. And a brave world accepts both in all sides, and they go outside their boundaries. They have no ledge, knowledge. They use magic, imagination in other words, with sacrificial rituals to dig us low. We've been using our imagination, people, to now overcome the laziness that is consuming us due to their magic overlaying, blanketing, overwhelming our magic, aka overwhelming our own imagination. So now their imagination is becoming our imagination, and we're ending up manifesting their imagination because we're imagining the same old shit. The universe doesn't know good or bad, so it intensifies what we already believe and let happen. We have broken our covenant with the Most High because deception and fraud in man's law is allowed to persist. We have breached our contract and are now being punished by lack of knowledge, passiveness, backwardness, illusion, which means illumination. It's not true illumination, which means it's darkness. It's illumination, and ignorance. We don't want to know, so we're ignorant. We must get back to the original laws that govern man and all that is. Man is too tiny to govern all that is alone without the Most High fueling and supporting him in his every action and attraction. Every individual is responsible, remember the covenant, for how he or she restored divine order, divine justice, divine obedience, and divine sovereignty. Spiritual sovereignty is universal. I am my own king. I am my own queen. I am my own master. It's easy to respect that. These are the laws that govern all that is. They seem like different things, but they are the same in essence. May I remind you that they are trying to divide our focus by giving us sides, corners, races, titles of nobility, and color of laws to create hierarchy and inequality. There are many versions and ways of saying the same thing. To realize this is to become enlightened. Now, here we go. Everything started from void, silence, stillness, zero, nothingness, unity, feminine, in other words, the mom, God, in other words, good, and darkness. Out of nowhere and in no time, instantly, completion, sound, movement, which is vibration, one, somethingness, separation, masculine, Satan, Lucifer, and light appeared and became the first to exist. Everything else is an addition of one thing added on top of one thing that is already there. For example, a door behind a door, or folds upon folds, neatly stacked upon each other. That gives light to the fact that only one thing ever existed, or nothing existed to begin with. Ones and zeros, females and males. This is one thing, or one being became, is, and was afraid of returning back home to the nothingness, blackness, zeroness, divine mother feminine. That thing is afraid to go back to the feminine, to the mother, to give the power back to the mother, and peaceful void. So it, in other words, Lucifer, Satan, the one, the only thing that exists, because nothing exists, created more illusions to prolong its existence in the illusionary world of one absolute nothingness, aka Earth, and dimensions. So in other words, we are Lucifer, we are Satan, we are the only things that exist because nothing exists, and we're afraid to accept this because it breaks all the dogmas and doctrines and beliefs that we have been trained to believe since young, all the stuff that Satan has trained us. In other words, all the things that earthly knowledge and earthly material things had told us. They told us that if you die, it's the end. You know what I'm saying? The physical world tell you that if you don't do certain things, you won't live long enough. So you need to worry about survival. You need to fear death and fear going home. Therefore, we are Lucifer because we're in hell here now. I don't care what you say, and we're afraid to die and go back home. I'm not saying to go home instantly because you have a purpose here, and eliminating yourself here won't stop the hell because hell is still spiritual. But we have manifested hell here in the physical, and we're here to transform it into heaven and leave peace and a positive legacy behind for the rest of the demons here in this world, aka satanic Luciferians, to learn from and go back to the nothingness or the balance that only exists. We will never be in pure nothingness, and we'll never be in pure somethingness. We're constantly moving from being somewhere to nowhere. We're constantly going from having no conversation to having a conversation, and going from being broke to being hella rich. You know what I'm saying? And these laws and principles can catapult you into extreme success, victory, and triumph. Let's continue. Many people are afraid of death, aka returning back home to 0 point, aka point zero, your heart, your center. Just like little old Satan, Lucifer, is afraid not to be important, aka exist. Because if you don't exist anymore, you're not important. Why do you think people build all these statues of their self and try to die with all this gold and bury the gold with them and all this material bullshit that just won't leave with them? And once they leave, after a couple thousand centuries you haven't been on earth, you think you'll look back thinking about, oh damn man, I missed that gold that I had buried in that casket in my old body. No, you move on. If you hold on to it, then it can put you through a state of hell. Hold on, give me a second, guys. Hold on, this thing is loud. I don't know what that is. Alright, let's continue. Pardon me. Alright, let's see. But pretty much, these are all universal laws. I gotta find my spot again. Truth, bliss. All this bliss, man, all this persist, boom, 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 we go. All right, so we are that one thing that is afraid to return back to the nothingness. Or you can say we are the masculine energy or the light afraid to not shine anymore. We're afraid that if we turn off our light, the boogeyman's gonna come around the corner, you know, and it's not. You see, all this stuff is an illusion, so it's creating sides and judgments. Or I don't want to be with black people. I don't want to admit that I'm black. Or I don't want to admit that maybe black does have a positive purpose because I'm afraid that my light will be diminished. No. When you're a prime creator, when you're connected with Yahawashai, which is you, the most high and stuff, when you connect with the great higher self, you start to realize that you're greater than these things. There's no need to be afraid of the creation because you're the creator of it. You don't go draw a drawing and start running away from it. Oh my God, my drawing, oh shit. You drew it. Just erase what you don't like and redraw what you like. Or draw what you like, whatever way you want to put it. So, all right. We'll continue. I hope you guys are starting to see what I'm saying, because if you don't understand these things, you will not understand anything in this school, in this community that I'm coming with, the spiritually sovereign and indigenous creditors of Mother Earth, nor will you be able to understand what's going on in the world today as prophecies been unraveled and revealed. You know? All right, let's go ahead and continue. So many people are afraid of death, aka returning back to home, to 0 point, aka point zero. Just like little old Satan, Lucifer, is afraid to not be important, aka exist. We and they even made up the word called depth and death to prolong somethingness, illusions, dimensions, deception, in the holographic existence called Earth, Gaia, Terra. They and we are avoiding God, aka good, blackness, zero-ness, and the great mother of all creations, the cosmic womb. There is no good or bad thing about any of these statements, and all of these statements are angles, angels, of how this grand game and scheme can be seen, viewed, decoded, and reviewed. Zero gave birth to one. Feminine gave birth to masculine. Female gave birth to man. God, the mother, gave birth to Satan, Lucifer, the father. And that's why many men, which are Lucifer and Satan, is afraid to give credit to the mom, which is the woman, and normally the black woman. You see what I'm saying? The white woman too, because she's the mother of light, but the black woman's the mother of light and dark. You see, because light did not create dark. It was the dark that said, let there be light. Let there be white. Let there be purity, in other words. Woman and zero relate. Let me repeat. Woman and zero relate because they both come before man and one. No wonder the white/light man is controlling every aspect of black/dark culture and use it against them every day. Although they are not of the great black and dark tribe of the universe, they are white and light Luciferians, Satanists. Keep an open mind and please keep up with me. There is a point to all of these statements. I know that this is deep and confusing first, but it's very, very simple and revealing. Chew this one bite at a time, or come back to this later when your stomach, also known as your mind, is clear and hungry for light. So let me read that one more time, because I think I made a tiny error right here. Chew this one bite at a time, or come back to this later when your stomach, aka mind, is clear and hungry for light. Yeah, so I got to change this up right here. The light. Oops, pardon me. With all of that said, man is Lucifer. Lucifer is light. Light is power. Power is knowledge. Knowledge is magic. Magic is imagination. Imagination is light. Light is magic. Magic are illusions. Illusions are powers. Powers are dimensions. Dimensions are vibratory places. Vibratory places. Brrr. All our words is vibrations. It bounces off the atom out apple and makes sound through the shape of your mouth. Waves are vibrations. Vibrations are waves. Waves are sounds. Sounds are harmony. Harmony is order. Order is direction. Direction is motion. Motion is action. Action is somethingness, and everything that appears to be came from them all, aka Lucifer and Satan, aka pure white light and rainbow color of law illusions. Color of law illusions. Color of law. They use that same exact word in the corporate and legal world. Color of law. They're glossing over things, coloring it up, making it look good, draping it up, just so you won't see what's behind it and what's underneath it and what's right under the scaffold. So it's color of law. It can be used for illusion and ignorance. That's why it's Lucifer and Satan. Lucifer is knowledge, Satan is the material, and when you live by the way of Satan and Lucifer without having God, which is nothingness, you become destructive because you think when you die nothing will happen and that's it. You know, so you're using your knowledge to stimulate the physical, and you're using the physical to stimulate the knowledge, and you're putting out the female and the rest of the equation, which is the dark, the dark, the clean, pure, healthy dark. Energy, light, sound, frequency, tones, vibrations, and motion is either coming or going, pushing or pulling, rising or falling, attracting or repelling, electro or magnetic, feminine or masculine, warlike or peace-like, and so on. The Most High, the highest self, Yahweh, is zeroness. Zero comes before one. One comes from nothing. Zero. Nothing is still something. So it is a bundle of potential. Potential is everything. Everything is nothing. Nothing is everything. Nothingness is a silent beginning. A silent beginning or start is stillness. That's why they say meditate and find that stillness within you. That point zero, that balance, that acceptance and that embracingness of you. You see what I'm saying? When you embrace both in all sides while attaching to it. True unconditional love is pretty much accepting that there is no love or hate. You see what I'm saying? And from there, you start to not judge things no more, because you see those things that you see in the world in you. The Creator does too, because it created you. And if you're in this image, even the Creator thinks sometimes like, damn, I must have some wickedness in my mind or body or filthiness in me, because they're me. I created them. I'm their parent. You know, like a parent that has a child and stuff, it's the parent that influences the child the most. They're the primal teacher of that child. So how that child grow up, the parent has to see a mirror of itself in that child. It can't just blame the child like, where the heck you learn this from? What the fuck? But then you're the one who's saying these things around the kid and wonder why it says those things. You see what I'm saying? So in this world, we've been teaching each other certain things that's been corrupting our subconscious habitual mind. So we have to cleanse it by going within and finding that stillness. So a silent beginning or start is stillness. Stillness is peace. Peace is quietness. Quietness is home. Home is dark and black as a mother's womb. Dark and black is the mother of not just only black, but white, light, oneness, and man. Is it possible that the black woman is God, the creator and cosmic mother of all that is right, light, white, and black? And that's why the Luciferian illumination, Illuminati, ill light, white, and men, ill men, treat the divine, dark, black mother and woman not so good, not so important, and anti-equal. Is this why many of them force you to be gay, bisexual, and counter mother, counter creative, and counter life? What if life is death and you became alive and you become alive when you die? Because death is life. Once again, let me repeat that again. Let it soak in. These are just some thoughts to ponder. What if life is death? What if we're dead right now and you become alive when you die? In other words, you become alive and awaken when you so-called die, which means you don't. Because death is life and life is death. This is just food for the mind. Let's continue. Now that you see how everything came into being, this is the law of all that is, the supreme laws of existence. You will realize this one day, and that one day will be an epiphany that will change your life, and an epiphany that will last forever. How do I know? Because I am experiencing it right now. I experienced it then. And I have experienced this, all of this, before. I am my own creator and destroyer, and I come from no thing and nowhere. And now I'm here and will return to nowhere, back to now here. Let's say that one more time, because that's a brain twister. I am my own creator and destroyer, and I come from nothing and nowhere, and now I'm here and will return to nowhere, back to now here, or nowhere. I know here and I know her. I know here and I know her. I come naked and will leave naked here. This is why I'm gonna leave naked. Naked stays here too. I'm beyond naked as well. This is a dream because it comes from potential, nothingness, dust, and breath. I am the executor that directs the magic, energy, and power invested within me. I embrace home, the void, and I master living far away from it, here in the light. I am the bridge between the seen and the unseen, and I am the bridge between the light and the dark, sun and moon, good and bad, male and female, like the equator of Earth, or the equinox of Earth, or the meridian of Earth. I am the ley lines of Earth itself, the bridge. All things contradict because nothing is meant to be too organized, predictable, and calculative. Man will never fully wake up until he goes home, in other words, die, transcend, enter the inner void, stillness and silence. I am in a dream, and so are you. We are the masters of this life in our own self and divinity. This is common, this is universal, this is natural and organic, and it is fully embedded in our DNA and natural essence. This is the second return of the energy called Christ. This is the second return of the energy called Christ, or the consciousness called Christ, or the second return of Christ, period. This mentality, this idea again, this alchemy, this spiritual alchemy, or this spiritual metaphysical alchemy. Our chakras are advancing and our auras are expanding. Our consciousness is elevating and our heart is lifted. These old and outdated illusionary times and eras are changing rapidly into a different set of illusionary times and errors. Let me say that again. These old and outdated illusionary times and errors are changing rapidly into a different set of illusionary times and errors. Things seem like they are speeding up, and there is not enough time in a day to complete everything. This is self-yearning to reconnect with itself. God trying to connect with God, Yahweh, desiring to reconnect with Yahweh, Yahawashai, Yahawashi, desiring to connect with Yahawasha, Yahawashi, which is the great Ahaya Asher Ahaya, which is the great I am. I am that I am. This is what brings you to our community, school, and tribe. The answers are ready for you. Just remember that you have a covenant with the Creator, Mother, Void, and Peace before you make a covenant with man, Lucifer, Satan, War, and Hate, although they both come from the same Prime Creator. Prime Creator controls both in all sides, polarities, extremities, corners, and differences, like the four directions of a square, north, south, east, west, from every quadrant of existence. Prime Creator unites all things as if one is its left palm and the other is its right palm, united into a prayer before the heart. The power is within you naturally. This is common law. This is universal law. This is inherent law. This is original law. This is a covenant. This is our power up. This is our guidance, grace, protector, shield, refuge, and the Most High, the highest self, Yahweh, Almighty, Supreme, One Master. And I talk more about original law, inherent law, all that stuff in my school. So, you know, when you guys do apply for it and do decide to join our school and our tribe and community, you'll have access to all this information. Right now I'm showing you some of the information that only the members are supposed to be seeing. But because everyone deserves to know this information, I am allowing this to go out. I am allowing the world to see these truths. So, we all are one, uni, uno, and life is our verse. So we're one verse, universe, uno verse. Remember or member what you read now. So remember what you read now. Your powers have been restored. May the truth and light of freedom guide your being in essence and the vibrations and waves of peace. Namaste. Om. Let thy eye be singular, unified, centered, and to get her, get together. All right, so that's all we have right now for this section. We're going to go ahead and do sovereignty, natural law, common law, and man-made law on the next few parts of this video. By the way, I do not give legal advice or anything like that. I don't give fictitious man-made advice. I give divine advice, natural common law, and universal advice. So if you need any information, any direction, or anything like that to defeat all these illusionary man-made bullshit, you know, contact me anytime. And the school will be open soon. And if you do want to donate to us or donate to me for my time, energy, and for, you know, doing what I do, it's all up to you. It's all on your free will. You know, it's natural to feel this way. And it's natural and common for people to be open to gifts and donations. You can make it payable to Macintosh of the Jean family. Contact me first before you send any donations or gifts. It can be $5, $10, $15, $20, whatever you can. All this will be going back to the community and back to the people, and it will be used for constructive and productive means to give back to the people. If I feel like I'm giving too much and nothing's being given back, I'll just take all this stuff away and just let everything crumble, because already the Creator's pissed off at y'all. The Creator's pissed off at us. Sometimes the Creator's pissed off at me because we're under this satanic Luciferian code, which is this physical world and this world full of forbidden knowledge, which is good and bad, to the point where people don't know what's good or bad no more. You know what I'm saying? They judge things too much, and then they get caught up in those judgments rather than seeing them for what they really are. So if you do want to donate or give me a gift, you can make it payable or credible to Macintosh of the Jean family. Contact me first and we'll go from there. So I'll tune in with you guys on the next video, which will be, let me see, I'm not sure what video. We might do the natural law, or the common law, or the sovereignty law next. But I definitely know I'm going to do the man-made law last. So tune in. Hope you guys enjoy this. By the way, you can check me out on Facebook, which is Archangel Macintosh. MAKINTOCH, on Facebook, and you can also contact me on Skype with the same name, Archangel Macintosh. If you would like to email, you can email me. You can contact me at godlivesinOurheart@hotmail.com and ask me any questions that you have. Sometimes it'll take me a little time to contact you because I do get a lot of questions, and a lot of people do communicate with me. So make sure that you do remain patient, and if I don't reply, make sure you contact me again just in case, and I will answer your question. Other than that, man, much peace and love to you guys. Shalom. Yahweh Shai.